Hi, my name is Sean Sadler. I'd like to quickly give you a demonstration of a LiveCycle ES application I built for Max 2008. Now you can take a look at the source code for this application at my blog, which is at lostintentions.com. The purpose in building this application was to 1. Illustrate the implementation of one type of engagement pattern, being content assembly. 2. Show the integration of LiveCycle with a RESTful-based cloud API, Zillow. 3. Show off some of the features of LiveCycle ES. And 4. Having recently paid to sell my house in San Jose when the market was down, me and my wife are still interested in the process of house hunting, although we probably won't purchase anytime soon. So now let's talk about the content assembly pattern. The problem is that we need to consume content in multiple formats from multiple resources, some of which are offline and some online. Our solution in LiveCycle ES is the assembler component, which enables you to both convert and merge that content into either a single PDF or a PDF portfolio, that is a PDF containing multiple pieces of content which can be nicely and effectively rendered in either the Adobe Acrobat or Free Reader. What we end up with are server-side mashups that are both portable and that can leverage all the great features of the PDF format. For example, once I have that aggregated content in a single PDF, I can more effectively collaborate with my wife and my real estate agent, Tony, over houses of interest. Moreover, I can leverage those features, such as PDF comments, to add in my thoughts, as well, or even encrypt and password protect those documents to hide them from my computer-savvy kids. Now let's take a quick look at the PropertyLister architecture. First, we have the PropertyLister Air application, which communicates to Zillow to inquire about property listings. Zillow is the real estate platform in the sky, and it does that communication via REST over HTTP. Once it has that set of listings, it then calls out to LiveCycle the Get Property Portfolio service, which is implemented as a LiveCycle process. Communication is done over AMF/HTTP. AMF is Action Message Format, a format used by the Flash player to communicate to back-end services. Now the Get Property Portfolio process orchestrates over the Get Property Detail report, which is a sub-process that generates a report for a specific property. And that process orchestrates over a Zillow component, a custom Java component which I deployed as part of this application, as well as the out-of-the-box services provided by LiveCycle. We already talked about Assembler. Form Service takes data and merges it with form templates built in Adobe Designer to generate forms. PDFG it enables Assembler through document conversion. Reader extensions is used to add functionality, as we'll see, commenting functionality as well, to the free Adobe Reader. And then we also have encryption capabilities to password-based encrypt or public key certification encrypt documents. And this is all running on top of the J2E platform. Now, let's jump over and take a look at the actual application. We'll open up the PropertyLister. A fairly basic application. It fits my requirements that I initially had. I simply enter my zip code. This actually is my zip code, to pull back a set of properties that are available for sale in this area. Now I can click on houses I'm interested in. I'll click on these two because they're in the front. Expand this out a little bit. And what we can do also is add attachments. Now what we also often find when we go out looking at houses is that we also want to know more information about the school district as well. So what I'll do is add in some URLs that we have for the schools for this area. Specifically, I'll add in the PTA website, for Oak Grove Elementary, which services this area, as well as information from greatschools.net, which has lots of elastic information and rankings for schools, and me and my wife find quite useful. Okay, that's good. So let's now go take a look at generating a report. Click on email report. I've hardwired in there some email information. Let's type in a little message. Now let's take a look at these two other tabs. We can also apply encryption capabilities. So if I do want to hide this list of properties from anyone, including my computer savvy kids, I can go ahead and press encryption and type in a password to make this password protected. Now I actually built the backend service to handle if I don't type in a password to make the destination email address the default password. But for now we'll type in a password and we'll make it just my name, Sean.Sadler. And we can also apply rights usage. And there's a set of rights that you can enable for any given PDF document. In this case, I'm just enabling comments. So that me and my wife and Tony can collaborate and comment on the PDF and send it back and forth via email. So let's go ahead and click OK now. And we're going to go ahead and generate the report, and it'll be sent to my email address. Now while that's happening, let's jump over and take a look at the actual backend process that's executing right now.